We were not aware of the exact timing of the March past. We just had a tentative time it will take place in the afternoon.
Are you aware of the fact that March past carries 10 points in the entire ITGC?
Yes, sir.
And we stood 10th, right?
Yes, sir.
And the football team has a role to play in it. Do we agree?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Thank you.
You have an idea of Shore, right?
Yes, sir.
As a General Secretary, you will be fully managing the entire meet. You know that. So, do you have any idea about it? Like, can you give me a brief overview of Shore?
In short, we have different groups that take care of publicity, sponsorship, events. Then there's the web team, design team, and the finance. First of all, we have to publicize Shaurya. We have to call for teams from outside. We have to coordinate for accommodating them and also providing them the necessary equipment like bedding, as well as scheduling the overall event in a span of 3 days. And apart from that, we also have to make sure that the participants get enough exposure and they do not face any problem. Apart from that, for the inauguration as well, we need to make necessary arrangements.
और स्पॉन्सर कौन करेगा?
What are the duties of GSec sport?
As mentioned in the Constitution, a General Secretary of Sports and Games has to preside over the meetings of the subcommittee, and he has to ensure that the subcommittee functions in a proper and smooth way. Apart from that, he also has to perform all the duties that are being vested to him by the President and the Vice President of Technology, Student Gymkhana.
Thank you, David. You can have your seat. All right. We'll now be discussing the proposals. Since we are really short on time, I'll ask the candidates to choose their best proposal, and they can come up and we can have the discussion and questions on the proposal. All right. We'll start off with you, Abhishek.
Come on, Abhishek!
My first proposal is, I propose the introduction of a completely sports dedicated booklet. As per the plan, it would be distributed in 2 editions, one in the autumn and other in the spring semester. The cost breakups are as follows. Total number of student boarded rooms is equal to 5295. Number of copies to be distributed.
Abhishek, I think it's fine. We'll go inside. We'll be asking questions
Abhishek, are you aware of one of the proposal of last GSec, Mr. Ankit Joshi, similar to your one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are.
Can you please explain that one?
Sir, it was the distribution of pamphlet in 8 editions with a gap of 1.5 months. So it is still on the pipeline and it is
Pipeline?
No, it
8
is
editions
actually,
throughout the year.
yes, sir.
And how many editions have already been given?
Sir, none of the editions have yet been completed. Please understand the basic cause behind this proposal of mine. I would like to explain that if you give me a chance.
Yes, Abhishek.
The basic purpose would be creating awareness among the freshers, quoting to what I have received as comments from the freshers. Most of them have no idea about the freshers and the open ID dates. With this, we can involve them and encourage them to participate in the various events. Keeping this in mind, the team captains and the coaches will also have a large pool of talent, and with that, a larger option to search for their team. Thus, the very dependence and the burden on the senior players would also be lessened, so that they can play with free mind. And also, if some players are not able to participate in the event due to some placement problems, this would highly be helpful. Thus, this proposal has been made keeping in mind the present team conditions and to provide proper practice to players, an option to the selecting players, which would highly be helpful to improve the performance of the inter-IT contingent's performance in the inter-IT sports meet coming and the following coming later on.
Plan to implement it and how will it help the inter-IT team and besides that the freshers and the other student sports community?
So I would like to mention the action plan that I have prepared. In the first week of August, there is a sports and games committee meeting. There the tentative dates for the sports and games calendar is decided regarding all the various games that come under the 11 subcommittees. Then all the concerned secretaries will have to submit the groundwork regarding the games that come under their respective subcommittees.
Abhishek, could you discuss the core ideas and how exactly would it help the inter-IT team? As in not the duties and throughout the calendar, what would you be doing? As in the main major points.
Yes, sir. I can share the contents. How that would be helpful. Yes, sir.
How will it help then provide a fillip to the inter-IT contingent?
As mentioned in the booklet, the first edition would contain information regarding the various events that will be held in the Freshers Open IT and the Inter-Halls and in Storia. And the contents would be as follows. The Freshers events and their tentative dates, information regarding the Open IT dates, introduction to Storia, past results and the tentative plans, track record of the previous year's Storia, and the introduction to Inter-IT and its importance.
More of a repository of the previous results and the current events that are going on. So how would it help the inter-IT contingent?
So had it been a repository as what you were saying, then the results would have been till now.
So what do you think is the main problem that is hampering the performance at inter-IT?
So it is the involvement of the players at all the levels of the institute.
So are you aware of a new coaching scheme that has been formulated on campus?
Yes, sir, I would also like to infuse over that the coaching camp is taking only shortlisted number of people.
Right.